fans reportedly, not hundreds, over 1,000 fans reportedly broke through and breached the gates and security there. And a lot of the people who are working those security gates are great people, but they're grandmothers, grandfathers. They're not there to stop 200 people that are running right towards them to break the barrier and get in. And then I was looking at it in real time, and I got on Twitter and I said, this is chaos. And then I saw the video, which I tweeted out. You can see it on my Twitter feed. They had fans, Colombia fans, that broke in through the stadium. Broke in. They didn't have a ticket. They came there to get into the stadium without a ticket. Raise your hand and beep your horn if you've ever done that. Once they got through the gates and pushed people aside and bum-rushed them, they were climbing into the air conditioning vents. This is a bleeping NFL stadium. Imagine we're at Allegiant Stadium, which is much newer and the security's better. People were trying to breach and get in, and then they get in and they're climbing. You're walking around Allegiant Stadium and they're climbing through the air vents. That's exactly what happened last night in Miami. So I knew in real time that there were going to be more fans than there were in seats. To give credit to the local police, because this turned into a police matter last night, the police, when the game started going into aisles and asking for tickets, and those who didn't have tickets, they escorted them out. But I don't know how you could do that in a giant football stadium. I mean, the game's on for so long. And there was a lot of pushing and violence. And then I saw a couple little kids, dads with their little daughters, moms with their little boys and girls that were crying because they were knocked to the ground. They were intimidated. There were people with tickets once the stadium was breached who weren't allowed in because it became a police scenario. And then after the game, when Colombia lost, before I went to bed, I tweeted out, this is the job of local police to get all those fans out of there safe. Because Colombia lost. And remember, Colombia broke into that stadium. Yeah, they broke in. They illegally broke in to that stadium without tickets. They took it over en masse, and they lost. So I said, man, I don't know if these Colombia people are tough and rough, but if you're a fan of Argentina, you want to get out of there. If you had kids, if I was sitting at that game last night and I had a 6-year-old daughter, I would have been out of that game with 10 minutes to go because of the chaos that was there. So that to me was really important because we are all connected through sports and concerts and music and crowds. And it could be at a political rally where the crowds get out of control. It could be anywhere. So let me quickly give you my story about the biggest crowd scenario I ever was in my life that I should have died at. Should have